I can't read what this says.
Please, show me your prescription.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome.
It's the Traveler. He looks absolutely beat these days, and he keeps spacing out. You have to come.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint.
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju.
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that. You should be feeling right as rain. Hence my concern. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with. In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with...
Oh, must be a rare condition. Well, all we can do is take their advice. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Rise and shine! For a cut? What? Nope, nothing there. Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by... What? So, in this dream, you... Oh. Okay, well, that's it. But then again, then it's decided. Paimon will stick or... wake you up first, and then we can beat him up together.
Something is missing.
Did you just say something?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved. The mind...
Ah! What the... Wait! Paimon remembers... Right! The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places?
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Oh, of course! Coming right up. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink. I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say?
Neither of those things sound good. Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that? Yeah. And that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring Paimon. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told it...
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well...
So, that's all we know, Miss Skirk.
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table.
Oh, okay. She disappeared!
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us.
You sure? I could have...
What?
What'd you put in that dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got the...
Seeing things? Wait, so...
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar. Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced. Oh, this whole situation... Whoa, what are all these... Huh, looks like they're collecting something. Let's go check it out.
There is no escape!
Let the mighty be humble!
Whirling snow! So, this is what they were collecting. Yeah.
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished. Their gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will. Together, these remnants form what you call god remains. What are you doing?
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were... She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it. Now, Can we please get back on track?
Okay. Right. The God remains. So basically, there's now less of in our experience. God remains are 100% bad news.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing. And it doesn't just the remains aren't just gone. They were taken. Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert. Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Wait, you mean the stars?
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely. And it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power there. Something has been leeching power from this world, like a parasite steals. This time, it only took a fragment of it. No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things. And you're...
So you're gonna help...
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to...
Well, great! You seem super strong and you know a lot about the Abyss, so...
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction. You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd... Well, whatever. Anyway, the... Whoa! This place is...
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here. It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's So, a month here is equivalent...
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time. Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pin, abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before? Okay. Do you plan to learn? That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another... I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option. A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform...
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other... Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind.
Huh. You make it.
Tough to say. This is to play it safe.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciple. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we... But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no...
Oh, she moves fast. So, last time something like this happened, Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember...
Ready? Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you'll have picked up...
You bet! There's Kaya, Master Jean. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right?
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need to use the human body as an analogy. Your style is improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If you're framed, you need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your... Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations.
Wait, is that... Paimon thought you were gonna teach...
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher. And that's all I have to say. Time to make a... Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength over and...
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Looks like you've made some real progress.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah, meanwhile Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get the...
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase!
Consider a moment. Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and...
Step on up! Dance with the waves!
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own...
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Rain cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu. Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As you should be.
Yeah, meanwhile Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps.
Go get some sleep.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this, but I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday.
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise...
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch it. You spoil that child, you know.
Ah, let the...
The stars shimmer high above, but mountains as far as the eye can't be the... I'm sick of being... but for now,
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children. Stay back!
They're coming!
Help!
Eliminate the threat.
Take them down!
Don't be scared. Help!
This way!
We'll never make it!
fire. There's fire everywhere.
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? We welcomed you with our
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear.
Begin extermination.
Rest assured, sir.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their...
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the...
Well, well. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer.
Dad? Mom?
Skirk! You're all right?
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here.
What happened? You're bleeding.
This is the place.
Run, Skirk! Run as far. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the... My clever girl.
Whenever you remember.
Break down the door! You! Stop singing! Shut it!
You're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, this time, the focus is elemental energy.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you? No day and no night. It's like, well, except for the...
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into the first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher The natural energy of Tevat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss, an act for which the people of The elemental energy of Tevat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. A keen observation, call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade! Windblade! With the wind! Windblade!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor. Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes. Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Water jet! Go! Water jet! Water jet! Water jet! Water jet! Go! Water jet! Go! Go! Water jet! Water jet! Go! Water jet!
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by, so be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path. Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements. Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Get some rest. When you...
What is the secret to power? Longing, hatred, the fear of losing those you love. The fear of what? Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to... Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep...
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. After all, bones can always be reset. Good, Skirk.
Cold.
These are signs. Each time the flesh... I now understand why these... But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. You must learn. Get up, Skirk.
Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start, so...
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities. That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have... Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate... Ready? Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable, just like your sister. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to...
Hey, no fair! That's...
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But how amusing. Almost sounds like you, but you don't. You can choose. Let's begin. This is your final training session. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Water jet!
Not bad. Better than I expected. You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified...
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you...
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being... Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. You managed to push past... Warriors will train dead. One mistake. One...
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she?
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to... I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever.
Incredible. I want...
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you...
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world? Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to...
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole...
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become...
Run! Skirk! Run!
Let's see here. First things first, you need going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying... You, as the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and...
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while... Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer...
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A bar... Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus...
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until...
Ugh, so full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left. You and I may never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your... Okay, not the angle I was expecting. I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless... Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some... No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just past. Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent... But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. To become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he...
You make it sound so easy, but it's been years now.
Well, you're... Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already... So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. Children can't help but imitate their... Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then... Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection. Wake up your companion. Oh, and everything I just told you. Best keep it.
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we headed?
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location. It will take us to where he's hiding.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.